Hey guys, we're here at Royal Albert Hall. Bit of a pit stop on the road to 505, and if you look around at this place, I mean, it really can't get much better than this. So we got the Dumbbell medley, we got the Hercules hold, Farmer's Walk, Deadlift, Atlas Stones, and let's see how we go.
It's fast 3, make sure of the 4th, and then good crack at the 5th. You get all 5, you're going to keep it close.
Well, smooth is always fast, right? Smooth is faster than erratic.
Yeah.
Feel ready?
2 hours I'll be ready.
Alright.
It's impossible to find anyone that.
Do you want to see the warm-up area?
Sure.
Come
They
with
just
me.
said they wanted a few of us to do some extra stuff outside.
So we are now lost.
No, there it is.
Have you found it?
This is it.
Ah, yeah. Here we
Because I
go.
think Worlds, I was so happy to be there. Like, getting there was the goal. And so now having some type of expectation, there's definitely a little bit more pressure. I'm definitely a little bit more nervous, but I'd say I'm in a much better competitive headspace than I was at Worlds, where I was kind of kid in the candy store. And now you got that bit of butterflies, that bit of anxiety before, and I think keeping that at the appropriate level, and you know, still working under the principle that you don't know if you're going to be here again. So
Yeah.
trying to enjoy every event, trying to enjoy every moment. But yeah, I'd say more nervous, but better headspace, if that makes sense.
This fella, believe it or not, is in his late 20s, but I know he's got a 13-year-old boy's mustache. And Mitchell is, wow, a leading deadlifter in the last year in the world, Australian record holder. Came as an outsider with, actually, the truth is, you were coming in as a reserve initially, and then you shifted to a competitor in what was a brutal group. Ryan Shaw, there's a few other big names in it. This guy was just dynamite. I can't tell you too much because I don't want to spoil things. A lot of you may well know. Put it this way, he made the final with ease. He is a rock star of strength, and I've never seen, I think Terry and people, Darren would agree, I've never seen a man like him come into World's Strongest Man with such ferocity. So anyway, I've given you the big hype. How are you going to deliver today? Are these events as good as they were at Worlds?
Well, you led with an insult, so we'll call it a good mix. No, these events aren't as good as the heat events at Worlds, but much like Spencer said, I've worked really hard to not have any holds. And the good thing is I've done all these events, which was sort of my downfall in the finals at Worlds. But it's an interesting shift from having to prove that I belong somewhere to having people say that I should be on the podium now. So managing the change in expectation is interesting, but it's funny, after the invites for Worlds were going out, the guys kept posting and posting and posting, and I didn't hear anything, and I knew that I was a potential, so I sent an email off, and I go, just checking you haven't lost my email. two weeks later I got the reserve, and yeah, but I'm feeling good, I'm feeling confident.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, deadlift is one of the events. I guess you're expecting to win that. Your maximum is right up there, beyond anyone else in the world right now. But what do you think?
Well, I think training age in strongman is highly related to how many reps you can do at a heavier weight. So I'm not as confident for reps as I would be if it was for max. I'd be pretty shocked if I was outside the top 2, but Alexi can go a little bit mental sometimes. So that's the caveat. But you know, the sport rewards you for being consistent across the board. So I'm thinking more about mostly really the Hercules hold. And if I think if I can hold my own in Hercules hold, then I'll get a pretty good result on the day.
This is a vital one. Best of luck, eh? It's great to have you here. Mitchell Super Hooper, everybody.
This is the moment I find out what I forgot. And one event today, for sure, we're gonna have to adapt. Event 1 we're at. I have no babysitter here though. My mom's letting me do my own thing. Ashley's not here.
Loz will babysit you.
Touch and go.
Once he's back from the meet and greet, he'll babysit.
Men can't babysit.
Use the ollie bar.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Good. I should hurry.
It's too expensive, I've asked.
Athletes, we've got about 2 minutes before we need your t-shirts on. We're going to move in that direction to the athletes' room, and then that's Yes, I'll bring you back down here.
Guys, listen to Dave a second, just going to go through a couple of rules.
The dumbbell needs to be on the pad. Stay on the pad.
For everyone else's safety.
It's going to roll off into somebody else's lane.
If you leave it on that pad, that's fine. If you walk away and it suddenly rolls, that's okay. But if you go like this and it goes flying.
I think if you told a strongman 2 + 2 is 4, there'd be about 10 follow-up questions.
Mitch is lost.
There's a bit of a maze around here.
Yes.
Ashley?
So we just go through the arena. Arena's downstairs. Through here. They need to go through the arena. It's downstairs.
Arena. No. Arena should be downstairs.
1 sec, I'll grab someone.
This is stage.
This is the next. No, down there. That way. Yeah. I thought because there were some people going that way.
Welcome, Mitchell! Look at these guys and what they're doing. McClellan, Williams, Smith, Kearney, Hooper, Bilton, Boudreau, Felix, Singleton, Novikov. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Strongman Classic at the Royal Albert Hall. Welcome to Giants Live. This man has pedigree. This man is Polish, and his name is Maxime Boudreau. Ladies and gentlemen, lane number 2, known as the Moose. Welcome, Mitchell Hooper. SPD Dumbbell Medley. This is a fantastic event. We are on the way. Canada versus Canada. And Hooper shows that potential straight off the bat. Unbelievable athleticism though. 80 kilos under the 100. Making it quick. Both men smooth and efficient at this stage. But the speed of Hooper is impressive also. Oh, you gotta like that leg drive and a super lockout with that tricep. Mitchell and Maxime, both rock strong at this point, and there it is for Hooper. Gets it under control. A little issue there on the balance for Maxime. All about time. He's going to do this. Big legs. Takes a breath. Just a little bit of pulling down. And Maxime struggling on that 4.
It shows just how awkward that dumbbell is. 120 kilos. Unable. Oh, yes, Maxime the World. Makes it stick there. Mitchell holding his elbow a little bit there. No, it's just the strap. He's good.
Mitchell, you were the fastest out of the guys that didn't finish them.
The fastest loser.
Fastest loser.
Yes.
Definitely that was me.
No, oh, sure. The the fastest straight loser.
Yeah. But third place behind those two on this.
Yeah, I mean, when you come third to two of the best in the world in an event that 4 weeks ago I said is my worst event. Yeah, look, everyone keeps saying it's going to be interesting to see how I go in certain things, and frankly, I kind of think the same thing. Like, I don't know how I'll go until I actually get out there and do it. So as I'm proving it to everyone else, I'm sort of proving it to myself as well. But as I said many times at Worlds, many people pick me for the podium after the heats. So there's 4 events to go. Hercules is sort of the one that's been on my mind, so work hard through that, come out feeling fresh enough, and we should be in a pretty good spot. But even if I come second to Alexia, I'll probably just take it as a win anyway.
Do you know what though?
I don't think he's cheating.
The Hercules, this is great for you because you go out after all the best grip guys, so you'll know exactly what to be.
It's good in a way, but then it also may make me feel bad about myself.
Wow. You can't afford to.
If you go out first, the fact that you're holding them looks impressive. But yeah, it'll give a good benchmark at least. When you're training and you have a set of 5 in your head, that's all you can do. And if you had a set of 7 in your head, you feel like that's all you could do. So to put the number I need in my head and be able to chase that, yeah, that'll be good. And Alexi and Rob aren't known for their grips. I think I'll be able to pick up points, and we'll see how it goes.
And the man that's about to go right now could be unbelievable because he has a habit of popping up and doing much better than you think he's going to do. I met this guy outside the hotel earlier today and there was an eerie confidence about him. You do feel like you're in the presence of a special athlete when you speak to Mitchell Hooper. Here we go. Here's Moose, Mitchell Hooper. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen, Hooper! Hercules Hall, the silverback. Hercules Hall brought to you by Giants Live, the Strongman Classic.
Ready?
Mitchell Hooper takes the weight, Bill cast iron. Just loaded straight down. We've seen that technique adopted a number of times, mate, and very effectively.
10.
The Moose, Mitchell Hooper. His mum sat in the crowd watching. You would love to see him do impressively here. A man with so much talent, unusual piece of equipment he faces now.
Challenged by upper body strength, chest, shoulders, forearm grip, but look at the quadriceps on this athlete. He's a powerhouse.
You hit the nail on the head, mate. This is an athlete. Mitchell Hooper is so well-rounded, and he's got so strong against the ground. As he approaches 50 seconds, can he get past that minute and hang on that little bit longer? Pouring down the corner! Mitchell Hooper wants it from here! Turning into a silverback hero. And there are the minutes! 5 seconds. $104.65 for Mitchell Hooper.
Joint first place.
With Paul and Alexia.
Who's Alexi? 2 events down. Tied for first with Paul Smith and a guy named Alexei Novikov. Pretty good spot. Worst 2 events, I think, comparatively for me in the field. So should pick up some points on farmers. Should be able to pick up some points on deadlift, and in a pretty strong spot going into stones. So going to plan so far, but less than halfway through comp, so can't really be that excited about it.
think it's going to be a big battle between Alexei and the new boy, Mitchell Hooper, but he's got to take that pressure. He needs to focus on every event one at a time. It's going to be exciting.
The new boy.
When are people going to stop talking about the pressure? The pressure hasn't bothered me at all. What percentage responsibility are you taking for the success in the first 2 events?
None whatsoever. I told you, you're going to commit to a year, and then then I can take a little bit of responsibility.
Okay.
I think you did kind of question how light we went on dumbbell, so I was quite happy with your performance on that.
Yeah, and I've never hit 120 before, so
you will.
Maybe 115.
You will.
But yeah, so it's not the legs, it's the shoulder. It's feeling the stability on the shoulder, and you know when it's not locked in there right, that you go to dip, it moves a little bit, and it's off. It felt fairly close to that.
From a competitor's point of view, how do you think people are looking? Because there's been a few results, people we're all talking about certain athletes.
Well, Paul's looking good, but he's looking good in his best events.
Yes.
So you sort of expect.
He's got one more really good event as well. Farmers is very good at, so I expect a big performance from Paul on this. I think he'll drop points on the deadlift.
Alexei's doing pretty much what you would expect Alexei to do. We're kind of accustomed to that. Max and Evan are kind of the two. Evan's having some injury issues, and Max showed at Worlds how strong he can be in the second half. So you can't write anyone off at this stage. But yeah, the surprise so far for me is probably
consistency is going to be the most important thing, because we've seen already Rob Kearney, second on the dumbbell, but then last on the Hercules hold. You need to be top 5. If you're 5th on your worst event, and you can top 3 on everything else, then you're going to be challenging for the podium.
Yeah, and I think the difference between me and the other 2 guys tied for first right now is I'm through my worst events. So I think there's a lot of.
I personally, looking at the athletes left and looking at the events we've got left,
I think it's between Alexei and Mitch now.
Yeah, I think Paul will drop points in the deadlift. Alexei, his farmers are good, his deadlift is good, his stones are good. Yeah. You are solid on farmers, you're amazing at deadlifting, you're a solid stone lifter.
Yeah.
I don't see either you dropping many points. That's where the battle's going to be.
Well, Alexei is talking a lot about Mitchell and Ukrainian. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm on his mind.
He's looking at you as
the thing I like about Alexei is if you combine our facial hair, it equals.
You've always got a full beard. Yeah.
How long do you make a noise if I touch it?
You try.
We are on the way, and both men really attacking this. Mitchell Hooper nearest myself, Evan Singleton on the far side, and nothing really between these men, Bill.
So consistent and smooth. So determined to get over that next line. Down and back and down and back. Gotta have quick feet, guys.
Look at the situation there for Mitchell Hooper. Definitely felt something tweak and jumps off the equipment. The warrior that is Evan Singleton is still attacking this course. He may be injured, but he is not gone.
47 seconds left. He can do this. Gotta get down there and turn around. Come on, Evan. Quick feet.
Every single step of Singleton burning into his side. And the determination there. The T-Rex went to the bank. He's all over the place and clearly in pain. But no reserve shoot for Evan Singleton. That was fire, Bill.
Mitch Hooper, not all that familiar with this farmer's carry, especially these implements and this kind of course and rules. How did you adapt?
Well, not very well, apparently. That's my weakness will be inexperience for the next little bit. Not being on implements like that before, it's something to learn from, something to grow from, and there's a couple of good events left. So, good finish is still on the cards. Yeah, shoulders were a bit strained, trying to keep those things away from me.
They're really big all
Yeah, just gotta move on. Drag them last.
A couple of guys didn't go very far too.
Yeah, just keep alternating the shoulders if you want it though.
You can gain a lot of points on this one. So we need a win here. I just don't have time to recover. Get at least 6 reps in your head. That's what you need.
Yvonne, do you have talc? Do you have any talc with you? Not down
3
here.
events down. that were not so good, which was a surprise. Okay, third to last on that one. Farmer's walk. Implement's really awkward. No knurling on the handles, I think did me in a bit. And I think the weight might have slid onto my torn callus there. But good lesson for next time. Onto a good event in the deadlift. So still got myself in third place. I think I'll be able to pick up some good points here and probably get back into contending for that second spot again.
That'll feel more like the competition.
Это пиздец. Что я должен я от этого думать? Тупо.
Here we go. Deadlift.
Good. Good. Babe, can you go find
Going to let Gavin recover for a moment and we'll try and find out exactly what happened there. Just take your time, Gavin. As many times as possible. What a start! There's Paul. Great technique and form. Leg drive. The question here is strategy. Do you lose hard and fast again? Do you do 4 or 5? Take a little rest. Get a couple more. I mentioned approach from Kieran. Pitching it up, but getting it, there's the back signal from Mike. Got back on the efficient form, up over the knee, got back over the slide, very efficient for the calculator. Yeah, aggressively attacking the movement. Hands on over down, signaling the one leg, roll on the neck. And next person is up as well. We'll see again, we are referees.
It's on camera, Liz.
What's happening here?
Follow my OnlyFans.
Your mum has just been having a word about your socks.
I know,
a word when you build money. He's going to grab a quick word with Spencer.
She told me to tell you off.
The chance that there's holes in my underwear, like there's holes in my socks, are very high.
Well, thankfully, we don't have to find out.
Do you know why? I'm not lying. I actually choose them.
Spencer, downright heavy. Very efficient right from the first.
His fiance chews them off.
Yeah. Strongmen are kinky bastards.
Boxers and briefs. What?
For me?
Yeah. Boxers.
Well, you're looking really good in that.
You need boxers to fill them out.
Where you get it over the knee, dip, and slide it up.
Now Rob's an expert at that.
It works, that's the main thing.
It's not something I'm super efficient with, and I didn't know those things were trying.
I'm only 9 points behind you. 9? I'm coming. No, because I'm thinking you extend the stun and the tacky sticks on the shirt comes up on the platform with you. I mean, obviously you guys have done it before, so.
We have done it.
Do you want us to tie it in a knot at the bottom of the bag?
Normally we can do it. For some reason he said no, absolutely must wear it.
Can I do
must be sponsorship.
Can I have a crop top? Can we cut it? Through 4 events now. Picked up some good points in the deadlift. Came second to Alexi in that. Just according to plan. There's no catching Alexi, so no need to burn myself out. I'm second, 2 points clear of Paul, 3.5 points clear of Evan. So we're in good spot to do what I predicted. Got to just finish up strong with the stones and celebrate.
Nice smooth side, all 5 stones.
The signature event in all strongman.
Because you get those smooth, just keep working. Just go into like a thin air layer, which will be more effective. Just keep working it down. Try and get some on the maple. There you go. You just use that fat.
No, no, it's fine.
Ladies and gents, Bill Kazmaier is going to catch a word with Evan Singleton. You bring attitude and an aura onto every stage, like you are just the man, no matter what happens.
That's what happened to me on the fourth. I had no
What was tonight like for you?
A roller coaster to say the least.
Okay.
A night full of pain.
You know what you should do right now?
Every single event.
Put someone in the back of your hand. Go hug your last stone with this.
Something was
to have less.
Screaming at me to stop.
Okay, and then if you need
but
more,
the show's not over. I gotta do something for all you people. You paid for a ticket.
Last pair, Mitch against Novikov. Novikov has got it won. Mitch needs a solid performance and he'll secure second place. Maxime's been unbelievable. Evan has come back with a, you know, he's a damn warrior. He needs to look after that body, but you cannot fault his ambition and his drive to push himself. Paul Smith has been amazing. Just that last stone there was so close. Been an amazing competition. Novikov, what can you say? The guy is just incredible.
Representing Canada, this man has burst onto the scene and excelled in his debut here at the Royal Albert Hall, raising up for Metro, the Move! And lane number 2 representing Ukraine. This one is the former world's strongest man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's on the way we go. Blistering pace from these 2 athletes. And they smash that first score a lot. And look at that from Dumbbell. It's amazing the speed and the power and the 50 minutes of dragging it down the stone. Another block for William Ballbuster. Down the stone number 5. Doing that and really powerful.
Very average stone performance, but good enough. Finishing second, exactly what I said. We're in a good track record for executing what I say I'm going to do. There's something else I've said I'm going to do. Not too long. I hope people start to buy that. All right, so first Giants Live, that's a wrap. Finished in second place. Some overperformances, some underperformances. Apparently I'm really good at the Hercules hold. Deadlift went exactly as expected. Monster dumbbell, probably a little bit better than I expected. That was super smooth. Farmers, some work to do, and stones was very average as well. So my mind kind of goes to, what do I need to do to beat Alexi? But I'm starting to cement myself as one of the people. When I turn up to a comp, I'm coming to win. I'm coming to compete.
If you're coming and you're getting top 3s consistently, that's what we want. And the great thing with Mitch is there's still so much we can improve on. So 100%. Second place in his first Giants Live, I'm thrilled with that. You should be happy. I know you'll always want to do better, but there's things we can go and work on and come back even better next time.
Well, we set out the goals to come on the podium, and that's exactly what's happened. So we're 4 weeks out from the big one. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and follow the journey. Let's see how it goes.
Sponsored by Haycar, a podium tonight. And Novikov receives his trophy from the legendary Bill Kazmaier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your podium. Evan Singleton, USA. Mitruba of Canada. And Alexei Novikov of Ukraine.